So here we have my zucchini plants, and I can see the first signs of powdery mildew forming on these leaves. So what I want to do is try and nip that in the bud as soon as I can, because I do have a couple of zucchinis just starting to grow on there now, and I don't want it to affect the whole plant. So what I'm going to be doing is making up a solution of 1 part cow's milk to 3 parts water. Just dilute that and see how we go with that. Hopefully we can nip that in the bud. So what I have here is just this is like a 2-cup 500ml little bottle. I'm not going to fill it up to 500ml. I'll make about 400ml solution out of it. So 300ml of water and 100ml of cow's milk. I'm just using full cream milk. So I've just got 300ml of water there. I like to use rainwater, and I'm just going to pour this straight into the jug up to the 400ml mark, and just pour that into the container. This can do lots of other different plants as well. You can do your squash, you can do cucumbers, your pumpkins. And I'll just try it on the zucchini, and I do have a few new little sprouted zucchinis, so I just want to give it a good head start and just eliminate what we've already got out there. So we'll just head outside and start spraying. I'm just going to start off by just spraying just all over the tops of the leaves, even the ones that are not affected, because the powdery mildew will eventually spread to those ones as well. Going to really coat the leaves in it. I'm just going to spray underneath, because I don't know if you can see it underneath. There is some slight traces of them there. Because this one's not badly affected yet, yeah, I want to get on top of it. So this one here, it's getting quite badly affected underneath, so I'll give that a spray. They're quite spiky. So and it's pretty cheap to make, really. I mean, I've probably only used about 100 mils there. So I've just put up these little bamboo stakes here and just tied some string around the bottom just to keep them off the ground a little bit until it gets a little bit bigger. Then I'll do a different kind of frame for them. So once these get covered fully in powdery mildew and you haven't treated them, it's very hard for the leaves to photosynthesize, to take the energy down to the plant. It kind of blocks it, so it's always good to try and get on top of them if you can. I did have some little pumpkins here that I grew too, some butternuts, so I'm just going to give those ones a bit of a spray too. It's not going to hurt it. A little spray underneath. It's a bit hard doing this when you've only got one hand. So the powdery mildew spores actually primarily live on your plants, but quite often that's actually found in the soil. So when you're watering, you just want to water around the base, preferably with a drip watering system, because otherwise if the spores are present in the soil and you are splashing it up onto the leaves, that's how it gets on the leaves. It's also blown around by the wind. Insects can pick it up and carry. So it's just something that if the spores are already present in your garden, they'll always be there. So if you do have really badly affected leaves, just cut them off and put them straight into your rubbish bin. Don't put them into your compost bin or your mulch, because the spores will still be alive and just living dormantly in there until you start spreading it around your garden. And then you're just spreading the fungus around continuously. Okay, so it's probably been about 4 or 5 days now since I came out and sprayed this, and I've just come out to sort of inspect the leaves, and I'm just finding that, yeah, all the powdery mildew that was on most of these leaves has actually kind of disappeared. Slightest trace on that corner there, but all the other leaves seem to have gone, which is great. That's a great sign. It's pretty good. Zucchinis are doing really well, actually. Got like 2, I can see 3 altogether so far. Just a little bit of a warmer day today. Sun's been out. It's going to be about 25 for us here today, so it's quite warm for us. Oh, it's really hot actually. But so the leaves are looking a little wilted only because it's warming up. Only had the wood fire going 2 days ago. It's got my stylish hat on. Oh, the elastic broke on it, but keeps the sun off. Oh well, I can say that my little experiments worked. It's knocked that on the head, about 95% of any powdery mildew that was underneath the leaves. There it is there. And yeah, I'm really happy with that. So the plant shouldn't struggle in its growing season. If you like that video, please give it a thumbs up, and consider subscribing to my channel if you're interested in worm farming and a little bit of gardening. I'm only a small space gardener, small scale gardener. And until the next video, thanks for watching. Okay, bye.